Sports.
During the pandemic, the recruiting process has been challenging for our local athletes. No on-campus visits. But for Pinckneyville's Dawson Yates, the decision, not too difficult. He knows where he wants to go, and it's not far from home. He's going to play for John A. Logan, and both his current coach and new coach think it's the right decision.
It's reassuring. I went the whole season not knowing, even a little bit after season, and finally knowing exactly what I'm going to do is pretty good, I'd say.
The thing with Dawson, and I was very adamant about with him, is the simple fact that whether Dawson's from Pinckneyville or anywhere else, I mean, he's the type of guy that I think can fit in all programs, let alone ours alone. And I believe that his ability to, make people around him better, be a playmaker, hit shots. He's got a lot of intangibles that you can really watch him and realize that the better, his best basketball is ahead of him. And I think that's a very important part with coming into a college aspect is how high can your ceiling be?
I mean, I just think Dawson's greatest attribute is his competitiveness. You look over his career, he's played in a lot of big games. He never shies away from that moment. I think in our biggest games, he always has had his best games. He's never been afraid to take a big shot, and has really, grown as a leader over the last few years. And I think one of his greatest attributes that he'll be able to help at John A. with will be his passing and his decision making. And I think that his ability to do those will make other players around him better, and they'll love playing with him.
I've been fortunate enough to watch Dawson over several years, and I've seen him in different settings from AAU to high school and playing against, teams better than his, and the way he's came through and being able to, always consistently find a way to get the job done. And there's not many kids, no matter what level it is, that have the ability to start high school all 4 years.
I went down there and watched a few games. I mean, he didn't really tell me I had to or anything, but I went down there and watched a few games, and I talked to him afterward, and he's like, we'll have to get some Columbia blue jerseys just for you, and made sure that it was really about me. And he said he thought I could make an immediate impact, and talked about my chances afterward.
I think the thing with Dawson, as his body develops, as his game develops, he dedicates himself entirely to, basketball in itself. I think there's a lot of really good things ahead of him. He reminds me so much of Connor Wheeler that played for us and went to SIUE, but he's more athletic. He shoots the ball better. He does so many things on the floor, I think, at a better rate. And I think with what our makeup is of this group, Dawson can come in and enhance what our other guys and they're at their position, what they can do with when you have Sidney Curry and Jamarion Sharp and people like that inside. And, I think it just really, really is very important to get some very strong, very skilled guards that can hit shots from the outside and know how to play basketball the right way.
So whatever role I need to fit, I see myself becoming a better shooter,